What if every time you defeated your enemy, it became even stronger? Imagine fighting a terrifying serpent with many heads. You cut off one head in triumph, but within seconds, two new heads grow back in its place. How could anyone defeat such a creature? This is the legendary story of the Hydra, one of the deadliest monsters in Greek mythology, and the incredible battle that became one of the greatest adventures of the hero Hercules. So sit back, relax, and improve your English through reading and listening as we dive into this unforgettable tale. Long ago, in the mysterious swamps of Lerna in ancient Greece, there lived a horrifying creature known as the Hydra. The Hydra was a gigantic serpent with many heads. Ancient storytellers described it differently. Some said it had 9 heads, while others claimed it had hundreds. But they all agreed on one terrifying fact. Whenever one of its heads was cut off, 2 new heads would immediately grow in its place. As if that weren't enough, one of the Hydra's heads was immortal. It could never die. The Hydra's poisonous breath polluted the air, and its blood was so deadly that even a single drop could kill. Villagers lived in constant fear. Crops failed, animals disappeared, and anyone who entered the swamp rarely returned alive. The monster was the child of 2 terrifying beings, the giant monster Typhon and the fearsome serpent woman Echidna, making it the sibling of many other legendary monsters. At that time, the greatest hero of Greece, Hercules, was performing the famous 12 labors as punishment for a terrible mistake in his past. His second labor was to destroy the Hydra. Armed with his sword, bow, and mighty club, Hercules traveled to the swamp of Lerna. The air was thick with poisonous mist. Every step sank into the muddy ground. Suddenly, a loud hiss echoed across the swamp. The Hydra emerged. Its countless heads swayed through the air, each one ready to strike. Without hesitation, Hercules attacked. He smashed one of the heads with his club, but instead of weakening the monster, 2 new heads instantly grew where one had been. Again and again, Hercules fought bravely. Every victory only made the Hydra more dangerous. For the first time, even the mighty hero realized that strength alone would never defeat this enemy. Fortunately, Hercules was not alone. His loyal nephew Iolaus came to help. Together they created a clever plan. Each time Hercules cut off one of the Hydra's heads, Iolaus immediately burned the neck with a blazing torch. The fire sealed the wound, preventing new heads from growing back. One by one, the Hydra's heads disappeared forever. At last, only the immortal head remained. Since it could not be killed, Hercules cut it off and buried it deep beneath a massive rock, trapping it for eternity. The terrifying Hydra was finally defeated. But Hercules wasn't finished. Knowing the Hydra's blood was incredibly poisonous, he dipped the tips of his arrows into it. From that day forward, his arrows became some of the deadliest weapons in all of Greek mythology. Ironically, the same poison that helped Hercules defeat many enemies would later play a tragic role in his own fate. Thus, the victory over the Hydra became both one of his greatest triumphs and the beginning of future sorrow. The story of the Hydra teaches a timeless lesson. Some problems in life cannot be solved by force alone. Sometimes attacking them in the same way only makes them grow bigger, just like the Hydra's heads. Real victory comes through patience, wisdom, teamwork, and finding the right strategy instead of repeating the same mistakes. If you enjoyed this legendary tale and improved your English while listening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from mythology, history, and literature. Until next time, keep learning, keep reading, and keep discovering the incredible stories of our world.